Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your mid-month tune-up for April 2022. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Sagittarius for the middle of April 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground and come closer to universe and closer to divine? We see that you have provided a card for general energies for the middle of April. Can you please provide 3 more cards for Sagittarius for the middle of April 2022, starting with the challenge position? What will be Sagittarius's challenges the middle of April 2022? We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for your extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there specifically. 4 of Wands in the upright is for advice. And how will Sagittarius be moving forward? You have the 3 of Swords in the upright. In my playlist are your 2022 Sun Moon predictions, as close to a personal reading as you can get without getting one. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Anything in support of my channel is always appreciated. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So Sagittarius is with the 3 of Wands in the upright. I get the feeling that you are all seeking more opportunities that are out there. You're looking at the vast seas ahead of you or the world ahead of you and seeing everything that's out there and considering and saying to yourself, how can I get those things to come to me? Or figuring out which one of those things, you know, are best suited for you. But you're looking at it very expansively, okay? So, you know, in a very abstract kind of way, almost like a bird's eye view, and taking everything in. And you're also saying to yourself, you know what, maybe I should try something different. Maybe I should try living in a different place. Maybe I should try dating somebody I don't typically date. So you're really, again, thinking very big, very expansive, so that you can kind of have a wider net to allow more opportunities to come to you. Some of you are definitely thinking about travel. That is not unusual for a Sagittarius to do. Overseas travel in particular, trying to figure out how to make more money also, to get more money into your pocket, to have more opportunities, things of that nature. So more earning potential, okay? So I just see you kind of looking everything and being like, I want more stuff. I know there's more stuff out there for me. How can I create more options for myself? So the Knight of Cups in the upright is in your challenge position. And I'm feeling as though certain things are eluding you, okay? And maybe that's the reason why you're doing this. So maybe you're lacking creativity in your life, you know, creativity in general, creativity in your work or a project. Maybe you don't have romance going on and that seems to be eluding you. Maybe you want to have an emotional connection with somebody and have that, you know, happen. But the challenge is it's not happening. So maybe that's why you're kind of, or I feel that's why you're taking the action saying, okay, let me open up my door a little bit wider. Let me throw open the windows and kind of see what's out there. 4 of Wands in the upright is the honeymoon card, the card of advice. The only thing that I'm kind of getting from this, and I'm probably going to wait for clarifiers to speak further on it, but the 4 of Wands in the upright suggests to me, they're telling you that there is something good out there for you, awaiting you, whether it's in regards to, you know, being harmonious with a person or being harmonious with a situation, that you are going to find what you're kind of looking for. So I feel like that's what they're advising for you. But the problem is, as you move forward with the 3 of Swords, I feel as though you're still going to have a rocky road ahead of you. I don't think that things are necessarily going to click or connect as quickly as you'd like them to. You might be a little bit depressed moving forward, feeling as you're failing because you can't get the things you want to come to you. You might experience a you know, loss of some sort, you know, loss of a loved one. I'm not talking about in a past kind of sense, but just, you know, separation with them. Could be, you know, loss of a job, something like that. So it just looks like you have some tough times that are coming up ahead after the middle of April. Again, I'm pulling clarifiers on that to kind of see further into that, but a little bit of heartbreak awaits you, and I hate telling people that. So hopefully I'm going to have some advice for you at the end, so I'm not leaving you like, hey, there you go. Okay, so why is the 3 of Wands here in the upright for Sagittarius for the middle of April? Who's this person? What's this energy? All right. I feel as though one of the things that's going on here is you have people around you who have specific opinions about what you should be doing or how you should be going about it. Interference in a way. So I feel as though you have people and they're like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. Why don't you do this? When are you going to get married? When are you going to, you know what I mean? Like those kind of people. And I feel as though you're stubbornly not listening to them. You're just turning a deaf ear to them, or blind eye or whatever. You're not communicating with them. You don't want to hear what they have to say. You might be doing it a little bit like snotty, so to speak, or just to kind of get on their nerves, like purposely be abrasive about it. But you just don't want to hear what people are saying. You're just kind of like, you know what? I know what's right for me. It comes across to them as you being stubborn, but you're just tired of hearing it, I feel. And there's some conflict that comes about because of that. Did I tell you what these cards were? Five of Swords in the upright, Empress card reverse. So there's conflict, that there's words that are exchanged. I feel as though these people that are kind of like expressing opinions, you fire back, you say something back to them. They think they're right, you think they're right. It kind of goes back and forth. They make a suggestion, you shoot it down. So it's causing conflict of some sort. I feel like you just want people to butt out. And then you have this person, the Empress card in reverse, who definitely does anything but butt out. Hovering, getting in your business, asking questions, nagging you, smothering you. Sometimes it can be an overly protective, overly protective person with feminine energies or motherly energies, but like to the point of like, you know, I want to know what you're doing, and you know, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Why don't you buy a house here? Why don't you marry that person? You know, like they're being like that on the constant, and it's just really, really disruptive to you, you know, and affecting you. So again, you just kind of, you know, want people to butt out, and you want to explore your opportunities on your own and consider them on your own and do things your way. I mean, that's how Sagittarius' role. Why is this Knight of Cups here in the upright? Who's this person? What's this energy in the challenge position? Okay, the Three of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands in the upright, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So for some reason, things are not working out for you. You're longing to have an emotional connection. You're longing to have something that you're, you know, excited about, creative about, whatever, anything, you know, in regards to that, emotionally connected to, okay? But things don't work out for you with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. For some reason, you try to line up everything to kind of make it work, and it just falls flat, doesn't work out. Other people don't kind of mesh with you well. You know, you're having a hard time, I don't know, getting along with other people, having people get along with you, having people value you, you know, things of that nature. If you try to get involved, like in some sort of project or something, you know, it kind of falls flat, doesn't kind of work out, because of the people you're involved with. King of Wands in the upright is telling me, because it's in the challenge position, this is really affecting your confidence. I mean, the King of Wands is a born leader. He's like, okay, I'm determined, I'm motivated, this is what I'm going to do. Nothing's going to stop me. When he's in the challenge position, he questions himself. He's not sure of himself. He feels like a failure. He feels like he hasn't gotten where he should be in life. So I feel like this is kind of causing you some angst in the middle of April. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Things seem like they were going okay, and then all of a sudden they kind of turned around. Things aren't going so great right now, and you're kind of feeling like it's out of your control. There's nothing you can kind of do about it. Things change very suddenly, and you didn't want them to. So I mean, that everything is challenging you right now. You got people up in your business, you have things that aren't working out for you, that are affecting your confidence, nothing you're emotionally connected to. Let's see what's up with the Four of Wands. A Four of Wands, I also got, do what makes you happy. Yeah, don't let other people judge you. Don't let other people, you know, be your critics or whatever. It's your life. You're the one that's driving your train, right? Judgment card in the reverse indicates to me, if you kind of allow these people's chattering or whatever, you're going to start having issues with your relationship with yourself. So I'm just telling you, don't let other people judge you or you know, misjudge you or whatever that is. The World card in the upright tells me they're saying there's greater things that await you, that everything you're going through right now is leading up to a greater purpose. Like there's something right around the corner. So don't kind of throw out everything you're going through right now. It's all going to kind of feed into something greater, a whole new world, basically, with the World card. So, and we have the Eight of Cups here in reverse. And the thing that I got from this, don't burn bridges. I don't know what that means. You might have a lot of people around you that are getting on your nerves right now that think they know better, and maybe it's coming from a good place, and they're just saying don't burn bridges right now, okay? Because you might have to go back to it, all right? For whatever reason, but that's the only thing I got from the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Three of Swords here? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages. Oh, there we go. Okay, we have the Three of Wands in the upright. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I feel like as you move forward, you know, things do not significantly get better. And then I feel like it's back to the drawing board is what happens. You consider with the Three of Wands, you go back to what you were doing. You say, okay, you know, things have gotten worse. So now I'm going to look out there. I'm going to see what are my options, what's available to me, what can I do? I almost get this feeling for some of you, what you do is, God, I got this feeling, and it's kind of hard to explain. So I'll put this in like sort of what I see or an analogy. I see someone like sitting, like you guys sitting and talking to someone else and saying, you know what, maybe I'll move out of here and I'll go, you know, buy a condo by the river or something like that. And then, you know, you're like, oh, you know, and the person's like, yeah, okay, well, and then you go, and then a week later you talk to that person, you go, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to like, you know, I'm trying to think of like these options, or I'm just gonna date that you know, that person that has that personality that totally gets on my nerves, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And the friend is like, okay, yeah, go ahead and do that. So you're coming up with all these things that you're like going to do, but you're just talking about them and you never end up doing any of them. And your friend is just sitting there. And then after a while, like you're saying stuff and they're like, yeah, but you already said, but you didn't. And you're like, yeah, I know I didn't. But so I don't know. I'm getting that kind of weird interaction sort of going on. So that's why as you move forward, I mean, nothing's been panning out. You really haven't pursued anything, so it's like back to the drawing board. You say to yourself, okay, well, maybe I'll consider living here or dating that person or quitting my job I have now and going after this job. And it's a consideration. I don't feel like you're doing anything in any one specific direction. And the reason why I think that as you move forward is because we have this Page of Pentacles in reverse. So that kind of says to me, you really aren't putting down any solid plans, any kind of strategy, laying anything out. You're not planting any seeds or doing anything proactive to kind of work towards any kind of goal or better yourself in any area, you know? I feel like you're almost waiting for it to kind of come to you or naturally happen or something like that. You know, but you have it in your mind, you're considering it, you see all the options, but I don't feel like you do anything to actually make them happen. And don't worry, I don't think your friends are frustrated with you. I think they're very used to you kind of being like that. So, but interestingly enough, as you move on, you're going to connect with somebody from your past. So I think that what happens is you just, you know, things aren't working out. So you actually go back to from where you came. So you may end up reconciling with someone who's an ex. You may end up reconnecting with someone from your childhood, high school sweetheart, something like that. If it's a love prospect, for others of you, actually might go back to working at something that you used to work at that doesn't pay as much money, but offers you a lot of creativity and things like that. You're going back to something that was familiar to you, and you're going back to a time where it was a happier time. So I kind of feel like whatever course you're taking, you're not very happy. So you figure if you go back to when you were happy, that things will actually kind of work out. So that's what I'm kind of saying. So that's kind of good in a way. Maybe you need to have that experience to go back. Maybe you didn't realize you were happy. You kind of move forward and then you realize, you know what, I was happy back then. I just thought that I wanted something greater. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Anyways, that's what I have for you. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM. Easy to set that up for you. Otherwise, make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for your extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there specifically in my playlist, or your 2022 sun moon predictions. 2021s are still in there. See if they rang true for you. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Anything in support of the channel, even if it's just in the comments. Otherwise, Sagittarius, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.